The Archduke of Austria would be assassinated. Austria would request an investigation in Serbia. Serbia would refuse, marking the start of World War I. Defenses would be made, and Austria would launch an offensive. France, Russia, Germany, and Austria would all declare war on each other. The Western Front would do good, but not for the East. Germany would pull back troops to send on the Eastern Front.
They tried hard, and they were beaten back. They were frustrated.
Before Germany could reach Paris, the French commander-in-chief would demand no more retreating, causing long battles. Tsar Nicholas II would take control of the army, making the Eastern Front easier on the Central Powers. Russia would launch an offensive, but would run out of supplies, causing the Russians to back down. Bulgaria would be promised lands by the Central Powers, allowing Serbia to be defeated. Italy would join the Entente, and Russia's offensive would get wrecked. The Ottoman Empire would join, but because of the cold and mountains, they would lose thousands. Italy would get pushed back to Venice, marking a toll on Italian morale. The Battle of Verdun would be horrible on both sides. Germany attacked it, so if it fell, the French people would mutiny and revolt. It would have to be pulled back, though, after a few threatening Russian offensives. Montenegro and Albania would be invaded by Austria, calling it a friendly invasion. After a brief civil war, Greece would join the Entente. Romania would declare war on the Central Powers, but would get destroyed. The October Revolution would begin, marking the start of Soviet Union. The Soviets would have the industrial capability outproduce the Russians, causing the Tsar to abdicate. Romania would sign peace, losing Bucharest but gaining Bessarabia. The Ottomans would manage to push Russia back a little. The British would attack in the Middle East, invading Palestine and pushing into Ottoman land. Entente troops would flood into Thrace and South Macedonia. Italy would manage to push back the Austrians, recapturing Venice and Cairo. Austria-Hungary would collapse along with Bulgaria and the Ottomans.
This was a great trial of strength.
The Austrians would collapse into civil war, taking the lives of many.
Can you conceive a greater objective for the Germans in the air than to make evacuation from these beaches impossible, and to sink all these ships which were displayed?
The Treaty of Brest-Litovsk would take place, marking the end of the Eastern Front. After the Zimmermann telegram, the United States would declare war. The Germans would start to get pushed back.
And they were beaten back. They were frustrated in their task. We got the army away.
Bulgaria would surrender, and Serbia would come back. The Ottomans would collapse and surrender, going into civil war.
Sir, when we consider how much greater would be our advantage in defending the air above this island,
Germany would surrender, and Russia would re-seize their land, and the Baltics and Poland would be established. The Treaty of Versailles would give France occupation over Alsace-Lorraine, the Rhineland, and Germany has to pay loads of war reparations.
Of armored vehicles. May it not also be that the code of civilization itself will be defended by the skill and devotion?
The Polish-Soviet War would begin.